So Disney's just dropped some massive bombshells when it comes to what's happening at theme parks, and I've got some thoughts. So let's go ahead and start with the first thing that's going to happen, and that is Tiana's Bayou Adventure. As we've known for a while, Splash Mountain is going to get converted to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and they just recently showed us a lot of the new animatronics that are going to be featured on the ride. Let me just tell y'all, these animatronics, they look so good! Tiana looks fantastic, Louis looks awesome, but the coolest one yet is Mama Odie. Oh my gosh, when I saw Mama Odie, my jaw literally dropped and I'm like, you look amazing! I don't know what it is, just the way that her wrinkles interact with like how she moves and everything. Oh, she just looks so good. And I am excited to check out this ride when it's eventually done. From what I can tell by the story, I am a little disappointed. It sounds like there's not gonna be a whole lot of suspense and danger feeling when you get to the top of the hill, which was always my favorite part of Splash Mountain, but you know, I'm willing to see this for what it is, and I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, because if these animatronics look this good, if anything else, it'll be eye candy, so I'm okay with that. And we've also just had some news regarding Disney World that they just filed some permits and things that are going to actually like start allowing construction to happen outside of Animal Kingdom. I'm sure you guys have heard the rumors, especially since Disney themselves talked about it at D23 like 2 years ago, that they're heavily considering getting rid of Dinoland USA and Animal Kingdom and replacing it with something else. And it seems that things are about to start moving on that direction. Now, a couple years ago, Disney told us that they were looking to probably put an Encanto and Indiana Jones there in Animal Kingdom, but this was all very much a blue sky concept. None of it was set in stone, and they have not confirmed that this is what's going to happen as far as I'm aware. Maybe they did, maybe I just missed it. Chances are pretty good that's what will happen. And I have a few thoughts. Number one, I have to say, Animal Kingdom is my favorite park ever. Take my love of Disney, take my love of animals, put them together, you get Animal Kingdom. I was gonna love this park no matter what happened. My biggest issue with this is we need something that fits into the idea of Animal Kingdom. Now, as much as I loved the initial idea of Animal Kingdom, how it was originally set up, it was supposed to be kind of showing the world of animals present, past, and mythological, because it was supposed to open with Beastly Kingdom as the third part of the park. That was going to be focusing on dragons and unicorns and all kinds of mythical creatures. Now that's where Avatar is now. But we still kind of have that idea. The animals of the present, the animals of the past, and the animals of mythology, or in this case, science fiction. But if we lose Dinoland USA, we do lose that one big pillar. And part of me would be sad for that, but the other part of me is like, yeah, no, it needs a lot of help. So I get that they need to change it. But my thought process is, why run to Encanto or Indiana Jones when you already have a lot of animal-themed movies and properties that you're not even touching? For a place like Animal Kingdom, it seems that would be the first thing you'd want to do, especially because the number one thing everyone's saying is like, oh, we need more rides and more things to fill up capacity, because everyone just runs to Avatar. You've got an Asia section. You've got the Jungle Book. Do you want to make a Jungle Book dark ride? Or a themed attraction? You got Africa. You got Lion King. I know you got the Lion King show, but if you had like a dark ride, how many people could you be moving through that? I am kind of sad that the seas over at Epcot got put into Epcot before Animal Kingdom was a thing, because think about it, that would fit so well, and you'd have like animals of the land, animals of the sea, and animals in space. That would totally work. But I do see where they're going with this. We are focusing on the animals of Africa and Asia, and now we can focus on the animals of South America. Like, yeah, that makes sense. You'd want to focus on that. So I think the idea of a South America themed land in Animal Kingdom is a great idea, and also to help conservation of the Amazon rainforest. It all makes sense. The main problem is Disney doesn't have a lot of IPs that deal with South America as far as wildlife goes. To my knowledge, I think all they have is a property they didn't even make, but they bought, and that would be Rio. Again, no, please don't do Rio. That would not be a really strong land. My other thought would be, if they still want to stay with the prehistoric theme, yeah, most of your dinosaur movies don't work, but you did buy Ice Age, and that's still prehistoric animals, but yeah, at the same time, I don't know if I want an Ice Age land in Animal Kingdom. I'm not opposed to having Encanto and Indiana Jones in Animal Kingdom, as long as it still makes sense of why they're an animal kingdom. In Kanto, I can see that really working. If you have a ride that focuses mainly on Antonio, whose entire thing is being able to talk to animals, maybe the entire family is like going on this wild and crazy adventure, or are both having a thrilling adventure with the Madrigal family, seeing them use their gifts and talents, while also interacting with animals because this is like Antonio's big adventure. That makes sense. Indiana Jones was going to be a lot trickier, because my initial thought was, because the dinosaur ride over in Dino Land USA is basically the Indiana Jones ride in Disneyland, just with a different coat of paint, that they would just make it the Disneyland one and call it a day. But from what I've heard, apparently they want to theme it specifically to South America, so it would be a different adventure just with a similar ride vehicle. I mean, it could work. I mean, it's not like there aren't animals in Indiana Jones movies. I mean, there are, mainly snakes, but you know, having a South American adventure, maybe you have to deal with a jaguar, maybe you've got to deal with the dangers of a giant caiman or something like that. There are things you can do that are animal related that could work with Indiana Jones, so if they make it animal adjacent, or at least help it tie into Animal Kingdom, I'm all for these franchises coming. Part of me just kind of wishes Disney would make like an animal specific South American story and really utilize that. And the other big thing that they announced is that Disneyland Forward is seeming to be moving forward as far as we know. It's not official yet, but it's looking pretty good. For those guys who don't know, Disneyland Forward is a plan to expand both Disneyland and California Adventure to be bigger to house more attractions. As of right now, they did get approved to like get some of the land, but they have to like redistrict stuff and they have to work with the city of Anaheim. And we'll see how that goes. They're still in negotiations from what I understand. And for a while now, they've been saying that they wanted to bring Avatar to Disneyland. But if anything, Disney just recently released this concept art of what they want an Avatar land to be. Looks like we've got like a boat ride. I'm assuming because of the size of Disneyland, it would only have one attraction. Maybe it'd have more, but if the only one we're getting is this river ride, and it's the same as the Navi River Journey in Florida, I'd be a little disappointed because that ride is not bad, but it's not so good it can run an entire land at Disneyland. You need Flight of Passage or another e-ticket attraction to make that one to be like, hey, that's not the big ride, but it's still fun to do. But I mean, I can't even call this thing concept art because whenever Disney released it, they didn't even call it that. They just said it's like inspiration for what this land might look like. This is where I start getting to the more critical side of the video with Disney. I am hesitant to believe what Disney is saying right now. I feel bad saying that, but the last few years has really kind of been dragging on me as a Disney fan, and the fact that Disney will announce something, get everyone excited for it, and by the time it comes out, it won't have half of the stuff that they say it's going to have when they announce it to us. For example, Batuu, when that opened at Disneyland and Disney World, neither one had its major attraction with Rise of the Resistance. It didn't come in until like a year later. Well, that's because when Disney first announced it, they said there's going to be droids moving around. There's going to be characters there all the time. You're going to feel like you're immersed in the world of Star Wars, and there's no droids. Now, granted, they recently, at the time of this announcement, did start testing walking droids. And I'm like, how long has it been since y'all made this announcement and this land? And just now we're getting the droid? You know, it's like we're just now starting to get everything we were promised for Star Wars Land. Even though it's been open for like, what, 3-4 years now? Probably it was longer than that. It's like 5 years. Oh my gosh, we still don't have everything for Star Wars Land. And then when Avengers Campus opened in 2021, we were told it was gonna have a big e-ticket attraction and all the stuff we were promised like for Star Wars, and yeah, a lot of that still didn't happen. We still don't have an e-ticket attraction and it's been 3 years. Actually, I don't even know if they're working on it. I hope they are, but at this point, are they still working on the e-ticket attraction? Because with the last few lands, they keep promising all these huge things, and then they don't show up. Then even then, they say it's coming, and then it takes years and years and years to build it. Like Tiana's Bayou Adventure, that's actually a good example, was announced in 2020, and it is now 2024, and we still don't have it, although it will be rolling out to Disney World this year, Disneyland maybe next year. But there's still 4 or 5 years not to build a ride from scratch, not to build a land from scratch, but to retheme a ride that was already in existence. Now I get it, the pandemic did play into that a bit, and I don't want to minimize that, but I know it's kind of easy to say, but I look over at Universal right now, who are kicking butt, getting everyone excited about Epic Universe. They officially laid out all the plans for us, told us not what might be coming, but what is coming, and it said it's coming next year. I'm sorry, I'm more excited about that because I know what I'm getting, I know when it's coming, and it looks cool. What Disney is showing looks cool, but I don't know when it's coming, and I don't know if it's gonna have everything that you promise it's going to have. I'm excited about Bayou Adventure because I see what I'm getting, and what I see looks really good. But I'm kind of getting really tired of Disney announcing these big promises, and I just look at it going, I don't know if you're actually gonna deliver on that. There's still a lot of things that are happening at the park that I'm not a giant fan of. There's attractions promised that are still missing. There's lands opening that aren't finished. So here's what I have to say about all the news. I am excited that we're about to get Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I'm excited that things are moving forward at Disney. But I'm not gonna get my hopes too high up because I don't know what to expect from them right now. And I really hope that Disney proves me wrong. Prove me wrong! I'd love to be proven wrong. Please prove me wrong. So I'm sorry, this video ended up getting a little more pessimistic than I meant for it to be. So let me know down in the comments. Are you guys excited about all the news coming out? Are you a little more cautious like me? Where do you guys think? So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!